If you go into the playoffs with the same shit you've done all year, that's all the league is preparing for that shit.
The teams that are going to make it far are the ones that have the less mistakes, less penalties. Steelers.
We sucked. Now we know what John felt since week one.
Yeah. You can't feel worse than the Giants fans, right? You feel worse.
I hope Mike Tomlin sits this fucking podcast.
All right, welcome back for another episode of Any Given Sunday. We're going to be talking about the weekend that was.
Weekend.
Our team's lost, but we're still here. We're still here. It was a tough loss, for both of us.
Yeah, so tough for all of us
What are you
on
gonna
this
do?
podcast.
Now we know what John felt since week one.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you can't feel worse than the Giants fans, right? You feel worse.
Chacho. Da cabrón, brother.
Oh shit.
No, mano. Hey, man. I mean, I don't know. I really thought we were going to win, but it's the NFL, bro. I think every team, they think they could have won, they could have lost every week.
But what do you think was the turning point on that game?
I think two major plays, right? One was our defense letting up that last drive, right? For them to score the field goal. But even before that, Baker Mayfield's fumble, definitely. That really hurt us. We were up 17-13 at that point, and we were driving to score again, right? And that fumble, it put the nail in the coffin for us, man. And Baker said it. The teams that are going to make it far are the ones that have the less mistakes, less penalties, that play, perfect almost, right? So those are the guys that are going to make it. But
yeah, in the playoffs, you can't have, mistakes, and then especially big ones like that, and then back to back. The time of possession, the first half was like 18 minutes to 12 or some shit like that,
Yeah.
For them. So yeah, man.
well, we had good stops, the defense, right? In several key plays. I know that they went for it a lot on fourth downs. I think it was four fourth downs they went for it. They didn't make them all, but we had some really good defensive stops. And I mean, just the momentum shifted somehow, and that from what we're.
Yeah, I think we stopped the first one, the first 4th and 1 in the red zone. But after that, it needed to be a mistake-free game. And then it's just the sound at the end kind of hurt that point.
They were the best match for us, right?
Esa mierda. Ese, ¿cómo se llama? McLaurin, bro. Bro. He looks good in person, oíste.
Yeah, he's good.
They need a few key
He's
pieces
good,
on
bro.
defense, and I think they're going to be a pretty good contender for a lot of years to come.
Yeah.
For a long time. Willie, did you go to the game?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really went.
Oh, nice.
So, Mo, everybody was fired up, right? And they gave us flags. Everybody got flags. You either got a red flag, white flag, right? And we're just going nuts, and everybody's going nuts on fourth down. We got that stop, so the stadium erupted. It was nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're like, yes, this is the game, man. We're just going to put it to Washington. Bro, a couple times that Jaden Daniels on fourth down, man, he gets going. He gets the first down, keeps moving that ball, it just took everything out of us. Like, all that excitement just was like, and they was like, come on, everybody stand up on third down. And then you're like,
Yeah.
I just don't feel it. No,
And man. And at times it felt like it was just Jalen Daniels and McLaurin. I mean, that's all they really had, because we were stopping Robinson. We were stopping the run, really.
Yeah, the run was good.
And
the run defense. But they really attacked us in the middle a lot.
Yeah.
And that's where we were the weakest, because Winfield just got back. Antoine Winfield just got back, and he's not 100%. And he's back there by himself because we had key injuries, right? In the secondary. Jamal Dean was out for this one. Mike Edwards was out, right? So a lot of the defensive guys, that middle, that secondary was really weak, and they exploited that. They could just kept attacking in the middle.
Yeah.
Which I would have done, right? You would have done the same.
But okay.
That's tough.
What are you going to do? That was a tough. How about for you, Mo? Steelers.
We sucked.
So
we didn't even have a momentum.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing. No, wow.
Right in the third quarter, we scored 2 touchdowns. But I think Fields would have done better. Russell has a good arm, and when they let him throw, he can find open receivers. But para mí, the one thing on Mike Tomlin is that he's very conservative, right? If you guys see, there are many coaches that have a coaching tree, meaning coaches that come out of their coordinators and they go out and coach somewhere else, right? A lot of these coaches have. Tomlin doesn't have anybody. In the 18 years that he's been in coaching, he's never had a coaching tree because he pre-selects his coordinators to do what he wants to do,
Gives them
right?
opposition.
Which is be very conservative. Don't lose the game, right? Let my defense take care of, don't throw the ball over, don't fumble, don't throw picks, don't try to create crazy plays. Be very conservative. You know what I mean? When we're losing, then he's like, all right, open the playbook a little bit more. And then we start scoring touchdowns, right? But then we get close and he's like, okay, let's scale it back. If we could ever hear any, like Smith, the offensive coordinator, if he can ever talk, he will never say it, right? Because it'll look bad on him talking about his coach. But if he were ever to talk, it's like, yeah, no, I was never able to open my playbook because Mike Tomlin is very conservative. Not only is he very conservative, he's the worst time management manager in the freaking NFL. That's why I always say I don't like Mike Tomlin. He's a player coach, right? He builds men out of boys, and he gets them pumped and everything, which is great. I love that part about him. But time management and how conservative he is to not lose the game, you know what I mean? He's like, don't lose the game. It's just, I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? For 18 years, I'm fucking tired of it. Well, he won two championships with Bill Cowher's team that he picked out. You know what I mean? When he left, he gave him fucking
it was already set up.
big band and it was already set up. Just like when the Bucs won and Chucky came in. Who built that fucking team?
Dungy.
It was
Dungy.
Dungy.
Yeah.
So that's my fight. Now you guys understand why I always say, man, fuck Tomlin. Because
I know.
and todo el mundo lo ve from the outside in. Oh my God, but they were watching that show on Max or whatever.
They show the team from the inside. I think
Yeah.
like that.
That show. Oh, Chacho, Tomlin is what a great coach. You know what I mean? He's very well spoken. Tomlin para mí es como Obama, bro. Very well spoken, but no tiene nada. No tiene content. You know what I mean?
It sounds good.
It sounds good. Everybody's like, oh my God, this got to be the greatest ever. But no tiene content behind those words. You know what I mean?
Vaya.
That's what Mike Tomlin is. I hope Mike Tomlin listens to this fucking podcast.
He probably does. Somebody gonna send it to him.
Yeah.
He compared me to
I
Obama.
agree.
In a nutshell. You know what I mean?
I agree, man. We also have a conservative coach, right? Same thing with us. Time management was bad in that game too. But I agree. Tomlin has gotten. I don't know if he's gotten to a point in his career where maybe he needs a change. Maybe the team needs a change, the organization needs a change, and he also needs a change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean he's been in the playoffs a lot.
But a one and done.
I mean, yeah.
One and done, bro. Yo, TJ Watt has not won a playoff game since he's been
Really?
No.
Oh wow.
Bro, te digo, desde que se fue the Killer Bees, right? The Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. Desde que se fue, the good defense that we had. We have a good defense now, but también we are the highest paid defense in the NFL.
Really?
Right?
Oh wow.
And
Shutting
then
them down, yeah.
we had a chance to keep Flores to be our defensive coordinator, and he let him go because Austin, Terrell Austin is his guy. Terrell Austin is not going to tell him no, right? So all his coordinators are yes man people. You know what I mean? And he's just very controlling of everything. I'm telling you, if Smith can talk about how was it playing, coaching, he'll say like, man, I could never open the playbook.
Yeah.
I had to stay within these plays. ¿Y cuántas veces tuviste a pitch back to the fucking running back? You pitch it back 8 yards to game one. You're like, who does that? It's crazy. Well, man, me and Nate at home. Oh my God, bro, we still freaking hate him. Noah. Noah is a bigger fan than me and Nate. My grandson. No, ese maricón, chacho. You guys should see him watching a Steelers game.
Yeah.
Oye, porque
Yeah.
cojones peor que yo, güey, man.
Yeah.
I can imagine. It's tough at that age to accept it. But
But that's the reason we lost.
So what do you think about
Well-
Najee Harris, bro? Is he the guy? I mean, I didn't see a running game from Pittsburgh, right? Watching that game, he looked very mediocre. Like, I don't think that he's the guy, bro. You need a
Yeah,
cruiser,
I don't know.
you know?
He could be Derrick Henry 2.0, but it has to be the right system. It has to be a system that has different, we became very, ¿cómo se dice?
Linear, like that.
Yeah, like we know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y yo le dije a alguien ayer, who was a Vikings fan. If you go into the playoffs, this is a copycat league, right? If you go into the playoffs with the same shit you've done all year, that's all the league is preparing for that shit.
That's true. Yeah.
If you don't change something, Derrick Henry in one play, he was in a wildcat. When have you seen a wildcat from Henry? Not only that, but they put fucking Lamar on motion. With Derrick Henry being we haven't seen that shit all year. That wins games because every team is preparing for what they've seen all year. And if you bring the same shit into the playoff game, they're going to stop it. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Pasó con Minnesota. Minnesota está haciendo la misma mierda. They couldn't do shit against the Rams.
The Rams changed up the scheme, everything.
Green Bay was doing the same shit. Green Bay, they lost a lot of players, so it was hard to tell. You know what I mean? I'm telling you do the same shit, they're going to stop it. So
I feel like that's the formula, right? For playoff. Is that you got to switch it up. You got to take chances. You got to have guts to take chances. Dan Quinn took chances against us, right? With all those fourth downs. Baltimore took chances. Like, everybody who takes a chance, right, in the playoffs does a little bit something different, kind of surprises you, throws you off your game, right? A little bit.
Right.
Those are the guys that kind of move forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, and it pumps up the players too. When you have a coach that has that, that confidence, and then they're battling, bro. It's not, it's one and done. So it's not about the next game no more. You know what I mean? It's like one and done. So let's do it. And you see them. I think that you see them hitting harder. You see them. It's cool to watch. But it's true. Washington, they brought in Mariota for 1 or 2 plays too, and they put Jalen Daniels to as a wide receiver or as a running back. It's crazy, man. It's like they play like they were freaking.
You put a play in that makes your defense go, what the fuck is going on? Who covers who? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, these are grown professionals, So
no, it's true. It's that time of the year. Yeah, you gotta open it up.
But too, I think a lot of Pickens needs help, man. I think he needs help. Right, yeah. He's the only guy out there. They anticipated that. They double teamed him a lot, right? They need help.
Yeah,
they need to get him help. A little bit. Somebody else.
Yeah. I thought Mike Williams did pretty good. Yeah. I think they should have given him more chances.
I know that's it. That's the other thing. They didn't draw up a lot of plays for him either.
No. Which is crazy. And then you go back to Russ. He held on to the ball too long. He doesn't have the legs he used to evade
extended play,
a sack or a rush to get out of the pocket and try to find something. You know what I mean? His decision was too long. You know what I mean? Oh shit, should I go? No, a little longer. Too late. Which I think Fields would have been able to move around the pocket a lot more. He's still got a good arm. I'm hoping that they give him a chance next year and see. What I saw from the veterans, TJ Watt, Hayward, and they were like, oh, so here we go again with the same shit again. You know what I mean? Like, como se veía. El comentario lo estaba diciendo, it was like Pittsburgh looked like they're just going through the motions. You know what I mean? it's like as a player, there's no excitement. You know what I mean? It's like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? Here we go again.
And it's a division game, right? Too, because
Yeah.
they're in the division, right? But they know, like, if anybody knows you the best is your division rivals, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
Yep.
play them, you know, all year. They know how you play. They know what you do, your style, your form, everything. You know.
Yeah. No, you don't see a Pittsburgh defense getting gutted through the middle of the fucking defense. Most of our is on the outside when we make a lot of runs. But Derrick Henry was just going down the middle. We didn't have our linebacker crashing the inside, and I've never seen anything
I
like
know. It was so hard
Yeah.
to see, like,
Wow.
to see that, right? To see Derrick Henry and Lamar kind of
Oh.
run at will, right? Whenever they wanted
that. Oh,
to,
dude,
right?
it's crazy. For a team that is their pride is stopping the run and being, this a defense. You know what I mean? Like we got, I didn't see that at all the whole fucking game.
Do you think they're gonna make any change? I mean, like no coaching change, right? I mean, it's not.
It's all. I'm telling you, bro. Este tipo es tan labioso que the owners aren't going to do anything. You know what I mean? Because he talks beautiful.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I mean,
And they don't.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care, bro. You know, he's never had a losing season. So what? So what?
right.
I know.
I mean, you went 8-8, a bunch of
Yeah,
9-8, 10-9. You get to the
Yeah, I mean-
playoffs, you lose. When he matters
Yeah.
the most,
Right.
you fucking lose. So todo el mundo dice, oh, he's never had a losing season. What a fucking great coach.
No, but
Fuck out of here.
if you're in first, you're
Right.
last. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
You're personally
Tacho. Tacho, me tienen cojonado, no tengo ni una cerveza, bro.
I know.
Te buscan una cerveza y no tengo ni una cerveza, bro.
I know,
Yeah, but I wasn't impressed with a lot of
Um,
the games this weekend, right? Not only the Bucs game and the Pittsburgh game, but even all the other playoffs games. They were like really
No.
mundane, you know, just dominating.
I thought
on
the
one
most-
side.
The best game was your game.
I think, the closest
Bucs
one,
and-
right? Because it was a nail
Yeah.
biter
Yeah.
back and
But
forth.
it-
But
it-
all the other games, man,
there was
you're like,
there was a certain excitement about that game
yeah.
that the other games didn't have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
well,
So,
we
it
felt
was
it in the
fun to watch.
stadium. I mean, there was excitement.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Um,
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And there was that kind of like a little bit of shock thing, you know, because to me, they were gonna, once they went up 17-13, they were just gonna take off with the game, you know, and
Yeah.
it didn't happen. So it kept, you know, that, and
you know what's funny? All the higher
it was
seeds beat all the lower seeds except for the Bucs,
yeah.
which was
Yeah.
even more disappointing. It's like, what?
I don't want to bring it back to your memory, but how was that feeling walking out of the stadium?
Horrible.
Like, was
Yeah.
the talk? Was there
Horrible.
people pissed or, you know what I mean? Were they talking shit about the coach?
It was kind of deflated. And the Redskins fans, I mean, they were not, or Commanders fans, they were not, I don't know.
They weren't too bad, but
kind of, no, they were too bad.
I
you know.
think that they were. I think they were
Uh,
surprised too. They didn't think they were.
Yeah, I think
I think
so.
they were a little
so,
bit
yeah.
shocked because they could have
It was,
talked more, right, and been more obnoxious, right, at
Yeah.
the stadium, but they weren't too much.
I mean, it's,
I just kept saying when I was walking down, I just kept saying, man, I hate burgundy. Burgundy is not even a
I
real
know.
color.
There you go.
Y se reían. Fucking
That's
Redskins,
burnt
man. Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
ugly ass color burgundy.
Oh shit, Willie
Yeah,
quería
but-
pelear, bro.
Yeah,
I know.
We're gonna see Willie on our Instagram post.
Pero nada, todo el mundo estaba tranquilo, qué sé yo. But at the same time, we kind of stayed back. We left the stadium a little later. We kind of stayed up there. for a
Yeah,
little
I
bit,
left a
pero-
little early.
Pero allá arriba, no es como, tacho, when the Eagles come, I mean, it's a different, it's a,
Or the
thing, bro.
Panthers.
like you feel it. You know, you feel, they just stare at you, like, you know, they're, you know, so cabrón, los Eagles fans tan
Yeah,
cabrones. Pero yeah, I think they were just happy. They're really happy. The Reds,
Even,
you know,
what
the
was
Commanders
surprising?
fans,
The
so-
Raiders fans this year were obnoxious too, but and they the worst.
Oh yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
You're like, you can't be obnoxious if you have such a good record.
Hey, and Joey, you called it, man. As far as the Rams, like you said, that's one team that you have to watch out when they make it in, and
Yeah.
and you're right because of
I just,
Stafford. I
I
mean,
just think
he's
that
a
they have,
veteran, and they got
they have a good offense, not a great offense. It's a good offense. Stafford is great, right? He's a veteran, but then you have a defense that is coming together, gelling together late in the season. That's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah. At the right
At the
time.
right time. That's dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not going to be easy. Who they play? They play Detroit? No. Washington plays Detroit.
No, they play
They
the
play
Eagles.
Philly. That could be an upset, man. It could be an upset because Philly, they looked okay, but I don't know. They didn't dominate as much as they could, much more than they could have, right?
No.
Game was a little bit slow.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if Hurts is still 100% tampoco.
This is his first game back after like 2 or 3 weeks that he missed, right?
He's got to get his
Yeah,
groove. He's got to
maybe,
get it.
maybe rusty, I mean, Green Bay's defense is pretty good too. So you got to give them that credit.
They
You
are
know what I
good.
mean? But that can be a very, let me see. I think
For
they
the
have the
spread.
Eagles by 7.5, I think, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
On the
Wow.
pick'ems, no, by 5.5.
Okay.
Yeah. They have the Lions by 9.5 over the Commanders.
Yeah, I think
Dang.
That's on the pick'ems. I don't know if how
It
true it
really
is to Las Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 9.5 Lions,
against the Commanders, I don't know, dude. They're
and
might take the Commanders at 9.5, dude. I'm telling you, Jaden Daniels,
agree.
he surprises you, man. You think that it's gonna be a blowout or you're gonna run away with it, and he drives and drives. You seen how many comebacks he had at the end of the season?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
9.5. That's a nasty blowout. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm thinking on the pick'ems. I'm thinking about picking the Commanders.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean second place in the fucking pick'ems.
Oh, that's
bro.
wonderful. I did that.
Oh,
I got
wow.
that one year, second place.
I'm down by 12 points. I have to pick differently that I'm thinking that he's gonna pick, and hopefully that I get it. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, it's on my those 4 games.
I know. When it gets down to
So-
the
Oh,
wire,
wow. Yeah,
it's
that's it.
really
Yeah.
close. And
Bro, I was in first place like most of the year, bro. Y después de
Damn.
momento, I got like 2 weeks in a row really bad picks. Y, tacho, that's all
that
it
happened
takes.
to me one year, bro. I
Yeah.
forgot to pick the early games, and I could only pick the afternoon
shit.
games, and that screwed me up for the rest of the year. And I was up,
Oh,
I
I
was like
bet.
top
Oh,
1 or
yeah.
2 that year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a lot of
Wow.
fun, man. I like pick'ems.
Hey, I did win.
It's
I
tough.
did win 2 quarters of the sheet. I
Oh, you
did.
did?
Yeah, I won 2 quarters.
The Joseph.
The Joseph, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah.
none. I joined the. He's got one for
the Ravens.
Baltimore
Yeah,
and.
I did that one too. Mhm.
Oh, nice.
So that's
So
that's
going
pretty good.
forward, what's your
I just
prediction now going forward? You got Baltimore against who's Baltimore?
I think Baltimore is gonna beat Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Whew.
That's gonna be a great game.
That's
I think easily KC's gonna handle Houston.
wow. -1. It's
Yeah.
a 1 point. Shit.
I think that's
But they beat them. They beat them in the regular season, and now they look even better.
They do. Nah, I'll say I got Buffalo in that one.
Yeah.
I think this is Josh Allen's time.
Yeah.
At least he got to make it to Super Bowl.
it's
even
just it's
if
just
they
the
lose. I mean,
the
I think
thing that worries me about Buffalo is their defense.
the
Defense is
yeah.
suspect, right? Which
just-
defense is gonna show up?
Yeah.
So I think that's the
and it's tough because at the same time you got Josh Allen. Yeah, you got Cook.
Yeah.
There, but then like there's no big time. Wide receiver really.
No
You
big
know,
time, and like
um,
defensive players are.
Defensive player. So it's gonna be a tough. I mean they got it right at -1 there. I mean it's like shit.
It's gonna be.
I'm just choosing Buffalo just because of the nostalgia of the of Rochester.
Yeah.
I wanted to win. But that's gonna be the game of the.
I think so.
I think.
I think so, and I think Kansas City's
Yeah.
gonna handle Houston pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
I think so because Houston started off
Yeah,
really
let's-
slow in that game, and then they picked it up in the second half. But
Yeah, they're by 7.5.
I was surprised
the
they won.
defense
I
that
really was
so
surprised.
Kansas
that they
City's
won.
defense is gonna give them a big challenge. But
Yeah.
I don't see Houston.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I mean, that would be a huge
And then
upset, right?
come.
Too, right? To upset the Chiefs.
My goodness. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way it looks right
like,
now, it looks like the setup for each conference championship is Baltimore, Kansas City, Detroit, Philly.
Yeah.
That would be like the powerhouse four in
Yeah.
each conference, right?
Yeah. Well,
No,
I
it's
mean,
true.
even Buffalo too, man.
Buffalo
and
would do
Kansas
good.
City.
I swear, man, I'm telling you, I would like to see LA against Detroit. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I would like to see that
Yeah.
matchup.
The Stafford and Goff.
Yeah, going against each other.
Wow.
Like I used to
Yeah.
play for you, and we switched.
Yeah.
I know, that's
That would be great.
crazy. Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
crazy.
That would be great.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess Ravens. Who got Ravens?
I got the
I
Ravens.
got the Ravens.
Yeah, I got the Bills on that one. Then Rams and Eagles -6.
Our straight up win. I think the Eagles can beat the Rams. Right? They should beat the Rams. But
Yeah.
point wise, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be by a
It could
field
be
goal.
by field goal, man. It could be close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be
the
kind of
Eagles
like
at
the
home.
20.
Eagles at home is tough. Eagles at home is tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think LA, man, I'm telling you, I have a feeling that they're gonna have some trickery, man, or something like that. They're gonna get Puka Nakua involved in that game heavy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they double team, then you got,
you got
Cooper
Cooper
Cup
Kupp.
on the other side too.
And you got Higby.
And then you got the running back, man, Williams. He's
And
that's
Kyron
good
Williams
too.
is doing
The
really
Bane,
well all year.
I could see definitely. I could see the Rams at least covering. I don't know about they're gonna win the game, but they'll cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, they're gonna put up a good fight. I mean, at this point, they're on high gear. You know what I mean?
I always look at it this
Santos.
way. There always has to be an upset, right? Like I was going into this weekend, I was always thinking the Bucs are gonna somehow be the upset of the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
just the matchup is too close, right? We should beat them easily, but then there has to be an upset somewhere in the weekend. So where's the
Yeah.
upset?
no, that's true.
KC's not gonna lose. Maybe Buffalo
Yeah.
Bills. That's not really an upset because that could go either way. So
No,
which game
Yeah,
is
that's
going to
not
be
an
the
upset.
upset game?
yeah, it could be the Rams. Yeah, because oh my God, if the Texans beat the Chiefs, that would
Oh
be
my God,
I
that would
don't know,
be-
something
That
big
would be
has to
nuts.
happen.
But that has to be a meltdown
Yeah.
on the Chiefs.
The NFL won't let
They
that
won't
happen.
let that happen. The way
It's
the
a-
way the refs
it's a
are
ref
calling the
but-
game, they ain't letting that happen.
It's too much.
It might be
money
an
involved
exciting
in
game
there,
though.
and-
They might try to bring it close, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they are playing on Saturday. Oh, I didn't know that.
There's
oh,
2 games on Saturday and 2 games on Sunday.
When is the Eagles playing? Sunday?
Sunday at
Yeah.
3:30.
Put a side bet on the Rams for that game.
You guys don't play DFS? Do anybody play this?
No, I
Like,
play
I don't know.
Hard
I don't
Rock.
even.
Hard Rock.
Pero ese con parlays, or can you do
No,
like,
you can do straight up,
you know,
points, bets. You can do
Oh.
parlays. It's been a good season, but man, I'm so
That's good.
bummed out. Every time this year, bro, right when Super Bowl happens, it's like the end of sports for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wait for like
Yeah.
baseball. You know, I watch a little bit of basketball at the end of the season, but then it's like
Yeah.
I got nothing to do over the summer. Baseball's too
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
right? 120
Yeah.
something games.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah.
Yo, man, what's the deal with basketball though? Like they're losing
A lot
Yeah.
of them.
viewership.
I don't watch it till the
Fans.
playoffs. When the playoffs come, it gets a little better.
Because
But,
I don't know I don't know if you've noticed that it's become the sport itself has become more finesse and scoring and who building super teams, getting guys to
I think esa es la mierda.
score all the time. These scores are like 140, 150. You never saw that
Yeah.
back when you had the
man,
big
no.
boys, the bangers, right?
Oh, yeah, it was 92,
Yeah,
80
it was
something.
close,
You know,
man.
that
It was
kind of
like
stuff,
you see
yeah.
them.
There's no defense. There's nobody playing
No,
defense
nobody's
anymore.
playing defense.
They're shooting too many threes.
Everybody shouldn't be on that.
Man, but
Everybody shouldn't
as
be
a
on that.
business, I mean, yeah, like as a business, that's gotta.
Yeah.
I know they're worrying about it, because it's not fun. I mean, it's not cheap either.
No,
you
and
know?
the thing is, as you're
So-
building these super teams, right, where you have three superstars, 4 superstars on your team, somebody else is
It's a
lacking.
lot of money.
So you got one guy that's a superstar on a team. They're not going to do much with that. You're not going to go far with that. You're not going to do much. People get, they might see a rivalry game and go to that, right? But then outside of that, it's like
Yeah.
the good thing though is that the Knicks and the Orlando Magic are 3 and 4 respectively right now in the ranking.
Oh,
So-
nice.
That's good. Cleveland is still doing
Well,
really
that's,
well.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like Cleveland. Right?
Yeah. Alguna vez, me traveling, I'm in the hotel room. There's nothing else to watch. I said, hey, let's put a basketball game
right.
on. Bro, 5 minutes in, I'm like, fuck this shit, bro. Like,
Wow,
bro,
that's
It's on
crazy.
Netflix.
so boring. It's so boring. Bro,
Wow.
it goes this way, shoot a three, miss. Grab a rebound. Go this way, shoot a three, miss. Grab a rebound. Go this way, drive, miss a
Right.
layup. It's like, bro, how do you guys call yourself
Yeah,
professional?
and you got
And it's like, you can't even make a fucking
and you
layup?
got
That's
two or
just
three
crazy.
guys scoring over 20 points. One guy scoring 30 points. Like, where's the defense, man?
But what is it like the new coaching? You know, the new style. I mean, you still got some of the old coaches, but like what?
Right.
I don't know. I
mean,
just
they got to make a change. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know about you, but I feel like the character is gone, right? All the character, right?
Yeah.
It was like in
Yeah.
the 90s, it was like WWE out there, right? You had some guys that when
Yeah.
you played against them, you had to be careful, like
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you knew
Yeah.
there was gonna be a fight or something break out, right? And then you have matches
Yeah.
that were
I
really
know
good.
that's true.
You know, you got two big boys, right? Two big centers or two big power forwards,
Yeah.
right? That were playing against each other or whatever. You know, so the matchups were better.
That's right. You
Like,
don't have that. You don't have that no
I don't
more,
feel
right?
like
bro,
the matchups are
back
there,
in
man.
back in the day, the offense was centered through the center. The center post up, throw it to the center, move around, dish
Right.
it back, move around, center. You know what I mean? There's a lot of movement. Right now, it's like 1-2 pass shoot, 1-2 pass shoot. You know what I mean? And it's boring. That's too
No, I
much
know.
boring.
It was like it was
No,
more
I-
traditional basketball, right? You know, bang 'em up
Right,
basketball,
right.
like, you know, and
Yeah.
now it's just all finesse. It's all finesse. It's all like, let me show
Yeah,
you
it's
how
all
I can
finesse.
shoot or I can slam
Yeah.
dunk, and nobody puts up defense. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna slam the guy get like back in the day, if you slam dunk on somebody, that could have been a fight. Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That could have been a
Yeah.
fight. Because now
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
and
Now they slam dunk on
Yeah.
him, and they're like, all right, we'll keep it moving. We're
I
gonna
know,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing is surprising no more. But that I don't know that's what haven't watched basketball like that in a long time. But it's business wise, I know something's gonna is gonna keep
Yeah.
changing, and they're gonna lose
Yeah.
fans and whatnot. I mean, once LeBron kind of retires, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
gonna
kind
be
of
a
like
lull period for a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, no man.
But I am
I
excited for
don't know what
baseball.
we're gonna talk about.
I'm
Yes,
excited for
yes.
that
I
pitching
know with the
fucking
Mets.
roster that we got with the Yankees, baby.
Yeah.
That pitching.
Yeah. I'm excited.
You know what?
I'm excited. I watch a lot more baseball through the season than I do basketball. Like I can sit down and watch a Yankee game or a
Are
good
you guys
game.
gonna try to go to the games over here now? Yeah, because
Well,
the Rays are gonna be
Yeah, they're
playing,
gonna
right?
play in Tampa.
Over
yeah,
here
we're
as well.
there.
But it's gonna be tough to get a
I
ticket.
just don't know if you can get tickets.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
gonna be tough to get a ticket because remember all those season ticket holders are gonna move over here, and then you got to compete with, and there's less seats over here too.
do the Rays have season ticket holders? They do.
Got about 5,000 or
Right.
something like that.
Well, that's half the stadium. That's half the.
Yeah.
You know.
I know,
This
I know.
city.
Legends Field, yeah, that's gonna.
Let me see how much.
Yeah, they gotta do something.
I think
Yeah, but at least it's gonna feel full. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the Rays don't have that. It's gonna be a good
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah, when the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Mets or the
Oh my
Cubs,
gosh.
when they come down, you're not gonna. Those tickets are gonna be so expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
Like,
Phillies, when the Phillies come,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah. Now even LA if they come, oh shit, such.
yeah, that's gonna be nuts. But
Pero,
yeah, I'm excited. See what's
Yeah.
gonna happen this year coming up.
yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see
You
what
know
happens.
what? I say
The Rays, well, they're kind of like the farm team of the American League. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
like,
they
bro,
put up
I guarantee you, if they move to Tampa, especially that stadium that they proposed in between Channelside and Ybor, they had a proposal that would connect Ybor to Channelside. So you get out of the game, you can go either way, right? After the game, bars, and restaurants, everything. They would have had more promotion, right? Like you would have more businesses buying those boxes, right? They, teams make a lot of money from businesses buying those corporate boxes.
Yeah.
right.
I think this is a trial
A
run.
lot more people coming.
I think this is
Dude,
I think this is God's way of giving us a trial run to move the team to Tampa.
I'm
I
hoping.
think so.
I'm hoping.
I
Right?
think so.
So let me see. Let's
I
just
Okay,
think
mira,
so.
my cousin lives in Wesley Chapel. And he loves baseball. My cousin Nutty.
Yeah, I think
It takes him an hour and a half to get from Wesley Chapel to St. Pete to
Sí,
go
no
watch
está
the game.
cabrón.
To downtown, it's 20 minutes right there, 30 minutes or whatever, you know? You get more people from Orlando coming.
Wow.
You know, more people from so many different areas that they would just come to Tampa instead of going all the way to St. Pete. And then
Yeah,
deal with the
yeah.
bridge and all that bullshit, you know what I mean? The traffic.
So I
and-
didn't know this, but
That's it.
Tropicana Field holds 42,000.
Oh, yeah.
right? The capacity can be reduced to 25,000 if seats are covered, but Legends Field only holds 11. So you're talking about
Yeah.
1/4
It's gonna be sold out
the
all the
amount.
time.
So to
Yeah.
catch a game
Yeah.
at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, forget it. The tickets are going to be
Yeah,
up
it's
to
going to be tough.
Yeah, and I think the average attendance at Tropicana was probably maybe like 8 to 10 anyways.
Yeah.
You know, on regular days, of course, you know, they have more. So just yeah, it's gonna be sold out
Yeah, it's going to be sold
so
out.
fast. I wanna go, man. I wish.
Yeah, I
know,
think
we
I think you
Yeah,
have a
it'd be
better
fun.
chance of seeing the the other teams that not a lot of people go to watch. You know what I mean?
right,
And
right.
then you
Yeah.
do like a Yankees Mets, right? Because Mets now have Soto.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fuck Soto.
Yeah.
Let him go to the Mets and suck up all their resources and get to the playoffs
Yeah.
and do nothing but hit home runs and do nothing else because they have no pitching. And yes, Eddie, if you're watching this
Yeah.
podcast, I'm talking to you and Jimmy.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, the Yankees are always freaking winning players. You know, it was that time. You know,
Yeah.
No, but I thought it. You know
This
what?
one
I thought it was
time.
a smart move. You know, don't break the bank for Soto, right? Go out and get some really good pitchers
So
with the
much
money
money.
that you would have given Soto, so that we can
Yep,
remain competitive, right? That's all we needed. We were really
Yeah.
missing pitchers in that series, right? We had the hitters.
Right.
We're just missing
Yeah.
pitchers, right?
No, a couple of good pitchers that we got, you know, bullpen,
Yeah.
which strengthened
Yeah,
our
we're deep.
bullpen. Bellinger's going to be great in Yankee
Yeah,
Stadium, you know?
Yeah, that's nuts. Him,
Oh,
him
wow.
and then Cole right
Oh, they
after,
got Bellinger.
and then him and then Cole right after.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's a 1-2 punch right there, bro. That's gonna be a 1-2 punch.
yeah Fried, him, what's the other guy? Rondon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still
Yeah.
good, you know what I mean?
Still good.
Smith is still going to be a
Yep.
baller.
And the closer,
yeah, the top
kid,
five,
what was his name?
the rotation is going to be really, really
He's gonna
good.
get better too next year. The closer, he
Yep.
was young. He's a young
Yep.
kid. He's got to gain some experience in the playoff.
And Gill's going to be better because he was, you know, I think he was a rookie last year.
Is Stanton still on the contract?
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
Stanton's still there.
Oh, okay.
And the big boy.
Just get a pinch runner for him, and then we
Yeah,
could.
because that guy runs like a
Motherfucker
steel,
can't
bro.
run, bro. What the hell?
That's a big dude. That's
He's
a
huge.
big dude, bro. Those
And he's
knees.
got the
you gotta
power,
be-
man. But when he runs, bro, and listen, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see this year coming up, and I'm pretty sure we're
All
probably
right.
gonna grab somebody else. Another bat, another lefty. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I
to
know
see what
John
happens.
always brings this up. You know, Boone. You know, Boone is the one that fucks us up in the end, right? But I mean, now there's no excuse. Now you got pitching.
Well, this year he did good, man.
They did okay.
I
He didn't
mean-
do as bad as previous years, right?
Yeah, it's previously. I mean, I didn't like him bringing that guy, that lefty. No, he brought in.
Yeah,
Can't forget Raul.
yeah. He brought in that lefty that hadn't played. in,
Lefty, nasty
Yeah.
lefty, or whatever.
Yeah.
Nasty
like,
lefty.
he
or
hadn't
whatever
played in
it's
like 13 games or something. He brought him in.
for like 2 months or
Oh,
some shit,
sí,
and then he
sí,
brought
sí,
him
sí,
in
sí.
Put him into
in a key
on a game
yeah.
that was, you know, it was on the line. It's close, right? You know. The other thing that I didn't like that he did in the playoffs was that he waited. I thought he waited too long to change up the lineup. You know,
Yeah.
after 2 losses, I would have changed the lineup quicker. You know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I think so too.
It's gonna be interesting. You know, maybe
it's gonna be a good year.
we'll be talking about them. You know, quite a bit.
Let's see what happens.
All right, boys. I thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you on the next
oh,
one.
great. Easy.
Peace.
Peace.